Hi, everybody. I'm Craig McLaughlin. This is Baron Conway. We are with Finalytics.ai. We built Finalytics.ai to solve a big problem for credit unions. In fact, our client here in San Diego, the Chief Marketing Officer of Mission Fed Credit Union, said it pretty clearly in a meeting a few months ago. He said, in the digital channel, we want to show me that you know me. We want our members to know that we care about them, we understand what their needs are, and we're not just showing generic offers to them, we're actually helping guide them to solutions that are relevant to them. Your digital channel for a credit union is the most important vehicle for new member acquisition. And yet today, it's a static experience. When you look at organizations that have driven dramatic growth over the last 5 years, 10 years, it's big tech companies that understand the value of personalized experiences in the digital channel. So think Amazon. People shop for this, ultimately bought this other thing. Think of Netflix. 75% of what people watch on Netflix are a function of what you watched in the past. So highly relevant targeted experiences. In financial services, a very personal experience, the same thing remains true. So we're going to show you a few use cases that we developed at Finalytics to help credit unions solve this problem and ultimately drive deeper growth. I'm going to have Baron to walk us through those.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Finovate. So to Craig's point, right, this is all about show me that you know me, understand the consumer. So we're going to talk about 3 areas that we believe are crucial to marketing and digital marketing teams. And also, it's a challenge they have, right? And those 3 challenges, we've got these 3 numbers, 3x, 15%, and 10x. What do those mean? So let me sort of elaborate a little bit. So the 3 areas are, how do you optimize and maximize your digital media spend, right? Everyone, you're spending money, you're always under pressure to say, is it working? You want more money, someone wants to cut the budget. And we have a way of actually showing you how you can maximize and optimize that spend, not through the media spend itself, but how on-site deep personalization translates into more effective media outcomes. Secondly, we all want to increase our application, right? We all want new members, we all want growth, we all want new deposits. We will show you how through something called funnel reentry, through our integration with most of the most popular OAO and LOS platforms, enables an incremental lift in conversion, in application submission. And then finally, and this is an area we're increasingly passionate about, the marketing area, the marketing in your digital site, to Craig's point, it is the growth engine for your organization, for your credit union. The question for me, and the challenge I will put out to any marketer is, how do you move that from a cost center to a profit center? Well, let us show you through full funnel reporting how you can start that discussion, start that conversation. Now let me jump into a few things here. So we're actually going to go into a demo. Before I go into the demo, what I want to do is start with a quick overview here, right? We've got 2 people. One's done a Google search, the other's gone to a site, one's clicked on a banner, one's clicked on their search term. Let me jump out of this and actually go into Finalytics. Well, actually not into Finalytics, into a credit union. So this is a live site. This is Global Credit Union, one of our customers. And this, you've clicked on both of those. Now what I'm trying to do is mimic 2 people here. So it's a bit tricky. I've got to do it before Finalytics works out from the device and resolves itself. But right now, it's looking at 2 different people, right? Someone's come in from the banner, someone from the search. And what you're seeing here is a product detail page. Most product detail pages, it's one message, one piece of creative. We dynamically change the creative based on who's visiting it, by the product, and what they're looking for. Now let's say you browse the site and you decide you're going to go back to the home page. So in this particular example here, here's the homepage. What we're doing is we understand the context. So most homepages, I would say everyone out here from a credit union, my guess is that your homepage is a carousel with somewhere between 3 and 5 images and messages. And you have that because you don't really know who's visiting and you don't know what they want. We flip that on its head. When someone visits, whether it's through this or whether it's an organic search or whether it's a direct visit, our algorithms behind the scenes are constantly calculating and determining and predicting what someone is interested in, what their behavior is, and what their intent is. And we're dynamically changing the site to reflect that. So no more carousel. You're seeing dynamic relevant information. Now that alone, before I move on to the next area, that alone delivers amazingly at least a 3 times lift in engagement and application submissions, right? Just that.
Yeah, so a CPA of $150 goes to $50. So if you want to spend less money with Google and you want to make sure that you're delivering relevant experiences, deploying this technology will dramatically improve not just the member's experience, but your ability to most effectively manage your ad spend.
Now, let's take it to the next step. I'm going to apply. So this person here, right, we're going to apply for our loan. We get to see the lovely Meridian Link interface, and we're going to do the dealer purchase. We're going to choose a boat. And then, you know what? I get distracted, and I abandon. So now, and then at some point, I go back to Global, my credit union. I go back straight to the home page. And what you get is a message, right, that says finish your application. It understands who you are, what you are doing, and where you were in the buying process. And it uses messaging to pull you back into that. Again, now what you have is an incremental lift of about 15% in completed applications.
So dramatic improvement, right? So remembering where the user was when they were there before and then dropping them back in to complete that process is going to lead to better performance. Now Baron is going to show you in the last minute here specifically how we're able to provide credit unions full funnel reporting, which is crucial, right? This is the channel by which you're going to drive most of your growth, and yet most credit unions don't have any data in terms of how that performs.
Yeah, so full funnel reporting, you know, from that first click to dollar funded amount, we can give you insight into, you know, what's happening. And that's key across, you know, a few different areas. You get a good understanding of what campaigns work. You can create audiences for your media partners actually based on conversion versus anything else. And finally, you start to get an understanding of what's funded. This credit union is a $1 billion credit union, an annual trend of $32 million in new loans and deposits from Finalytics. And our ROI from that
What's ROI? Yeah.
is 10x.
10x. So
just on the investment in Finalytics.
So 10 times improvement based on deploying this technology in your ad spend. We're excited to share it with you. Come see us in our booth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.